into work, and I have 15 minutes, I'll get there, and then inevitably Ray comes up to me and said, Greeny's going to be a little bit late today, and Greeny will get there and say, who knew this weather was coming? Everybody in the state, Greeny, because it was on the news, and they were telling us about it.
I have that kind of singular focus
Yeah.
that I'm not really able to focus on multiple things at the same time. I've got the show, I've got all that kind of stuff in my head. I don't really have time. As I've said many times, mine is that rare genius that will not be fully appreciated until after my time. Because everyone wants to eat. A couple of quick things. Mike, have you made a prediction on tomorrow night yet? You know who you believe is going to win?
I believe Alabama is going to win. I do believe it should be a great game like last year. I highly doubt it'll be as high scoring as last year. These are two really good defenses. But I just think the defense for Alabama, over the last couple of seasons, you know who's throwing the most interceptions in the league in college football? Unfortunately, Deshaun Watson. You throw a pick against Alabama, and they're going to make you pay for it. So that could be a big problem for them. But I do think it could be a good game. Mike Williams is back this year. He was out last year. I think that's going to be huge for Clemson, especially on 50-50 balls. But I think Alabama is just too strong. So I think it'll be a good game. What's the spread? 7? I mean, stunningly enough, that Alabama's not double-digit favorite in the game. So the kudos to Clemson for that. I think it could be another close game like that, but I see Alabama winning.
I have a feeling Clemson is going to win. My feelings, it should be pointed out, are always wrong. So I would run to the bank on Bama. And then just quick thoughts on the games we saw this weekend. I mean,
horrid. I mean, just horrid. Matt McGloin obviously couldn't play, or he would have been in there, or Jack Del Rio made the biggest mistake of his life. But that's just a shame, losing that left tackle. Third-string quarterback lost the center during the game for a while. That was just horrible there. Then you wonder what would happen. I didn't really. We both picked Pittsburgh. I mean, with Miami, the way they ran all over Pittsburgh during the regular season, nobody saw that one coming today. Pittsburgh dominated. For a while, it was close early on in Detroit and Seattle. I know everybody's talking about the first touchdown and the 4th and 2, the offensive pass interference. Wasn't going to make a difference, unfortunately. I think the matchups really coming up this week are more intriguing to me. You think about it, Pittsburgh is going to Kansas City. Pittsburgh waxed Kansas City during the regular season. Houston's going to New England. That was when Brady wasn't playing, and New England shut out the Texans on that game. And then we know, obviously, the winner of this game will play Dallas, and Dallas obviously lost to the Giants twice. And then the other NFC game, that was a good game. That was a last-minute field goal by Seattle to win by 2 over Atlanta in Seattle. So
that was the game that Atlanta should have gotten a pass interference penalty and didn't at the end.
To me, Atlanta is that team. Dallas deserves to be the 1 seed. You ask me who I think can make it through. It would be Atlanta, but it's going to be a tough one this week, getting by Seattle for sure. But I'm really intrigued by the games coming up this week.
I've said I believe the winner of this game is going to wind up in the Super Bowl, and I feel like the Giants, as much as I was able to see, I watched the first quarter in the hotel and then coming over here and whatever it is, they've made some huge mistakes. Did you see the drops? Are we opening tomorrow with the boat? Was it because Odell and Shepard were on the boat?
Oh, no. That's going to be one of the topics. I'd rather open with why, you forget about the wide receivers dropping. Tell me why a safety isn't behind shoving the receiver out of bounds. I go more with that. You're winning 6-zip, all of a sudden it's 14-6 at halftime because of that.
At any rate, the food is about to come, so everybody, by all means, over the next couple of days, we'll all get to know each other, but we're so thrilled that all of you could be here. We hope that you have an unforgettably good time, so welcome and thank you all.
Thank you.